Yeah! What's up, nig? Kinfolk, cuz, crip, my blood partners, homies. What up? I'm here to talk about something that I do not like to talk about because it always causes controversy, and that is relationships. Alright, I'm just giving my opinion, like I always say when I start off this stuff, and we all have opinions like assholes, and we can all give it. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm right. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm wrong, but we can agree to disagree. So I was just thinking, in my lifetime, and if, like I said, just in my lifetime, I've seen a lot. And people that know me, I'm from Jasper, from Armstrong's and relationships. Ever since I've been in Houston, because in Jasper I didn't really have a relationship. My whole life in Jasper, to when I got shit, I probably was a virgin to 18. I still don't remember the first piece of pussy I got. And all my homeboys were fucking hoes and running trains, but I wasn't really on that shit then. Wasn't more into women. I was just more like hustling, trying to get money, and I was very cautious about sex and embarrassed. I was a virgin, so I really wasn't having sex during high school at all. Like I them forgot. I think I've become not a virgin when I got to Houston. But anyway, saying all that to say is, it's like, as my life, if the women that I've met and men, and that I know that are in relationships, and you can say that are successful. Everybody I know that are in relationship, men and women, are usually cheaters. I have very yet to find somebody that has a great relationship and they're faithful. I know everybody, well, you got to go through relationships, you work through your problems, but I don't know if I can accept it. And like everybody, almost every woman I ever known has not been what they say they are, and neither has I. Neither has me. Everybody say the same thing to me. Say, well, I want somebody to love me and be there for me, and I want to get married. I want the family. I want to be just faithful, monogamous. But how many people, if you really think about it, does that? And for you men that's listening, think about yourself and be honest. Have you been faithful to every woman? Do you cheat? Do any of your friends cheat? Are you honest when you meet women? And it ain't just the fucking men. Man, women are more cheaters than men in my perspective, especially dealing with black people, because most black men are locked up. We facing the system. We fighting the law. We got a lot of stuff we have to deal with as a black man. A lot of people don't believe that, especially if you're not black. But being black, this stuff. And for a woman of color, she has very limited choices to get a man and make her husband. And it's so hard for a man to be faithful because he got so many choices because it ain't that many men out there. And we have it's so many issues to discuss, and I don't want to go into that because I don't want to make a long video. But I just wanted you to think about stuff. Every time I've dated a woman, almost every woman, unless she just gutter as shit, will say, I want faithful, honest, loyalty. I want somebody to be down for me, loving and caring, to be there, snuggle, all that bullshit. And the man will say the same thing. But how many people actually mean that or want that? Usually people want to control you and sneak out and do their shit. Or you meet a woman, she still got an ex, or all these goddamn guys calling. You meet a man, he still got his old exes and following. The key and the right way to do it, if you ask me, was to be able to date one person at a time. It makes you more responsible or more reliable or just a better person to be in a better relationship because you don't have that cloud to kind of make your decision between women clouded. You just got one woman you date at a time. You can see who she really is and who she, what does she represent and what kind of person she is, her morals and her values, and vice versa. But if you got all these women that you're dating and you're messing with one and you got this one calling, you kind of confused. You don't know who is who. You got feelings for more than one. It's the same for men and women. I'm not trying to point out either one. But until you get the two people that want the same thing together, it works. But in this damn society, it works either or. Like a man can cheat. Most men cheat. and they would have a woman that's their wife, and they cheat on her, and they work it out, and they deal with it. And maybe when the man get old, he finally settle down. Vice versa, woman, the same shit. She cheat. She got a man, and one day she eventually decides to settle down. But this is where all the damaging and all the distrust and unloyalty. And I know people say, well, you don't carry this stuff on to another relationship. But the things you go to in your life, not regarding relationship, but to anything, makes you who you are, and the way you go about things and the way you judge things. So once you've been through stipulations or in the dating game that everybody you meet is full of shit, then you become that person that have your guards up. You can't help it. And you should. I heard people say, well, you got to let your guard down. Some bullshit. You need your guard up at all times. That's some real shit. But my moral of the story is, like, I don't know nobody. I really don't know nobody is faithful and honest and loyal to their mate. They get the mate they want and they deal with it. And when they get tired of them, they dump them. Especially if you go to as far as marriage. And you mean to tell me you didn't know that motherfucker was like that before you got married? But then when you drag it out through the marriage, it's like a war. You got to fight. You got to try to get your shit. She want her shit. You want her shit. We fighting. And it's horrible if you get with somebody because of what they got to get it. And then by the law, you will get it because marriage. For one thing, my motherfuckers have said I was a pimp one time. It's never been no goddamn pimp. I don't need shit a bitch got to offer. Anytime I'm with a woman, it's because I like her. If she so happen to have something, good. Or her mind right is a plus. Because all those things plays into character and what I want out of a woman anyway. If I can get a woman that don't got shit, but her mind is right, I would still date her and be with her. But the thing that matters to me most is loyalty, respect, and honesty. It's hard to find. And I usually thought, I said, shit, it was just cause me. Because shit, I ain't been loyal or honest or respectful. Hardly a few relationships. I had some ups and downs, but you know, but I'm just trying to be honest here. But shit, I don't see it coming from either side. In order to have a good relationship, you have to be honest and upfront. Then people can see you for who you are and might decide to take you on anyway to win you over. But it's unfair when you manipulate or be with somebody for what they got, to get what they got, or you don't want them, you just want to fuck up. Say it. You'll be surprised how many women will say yes. So I'm just saying this, not trying to put nobody in nothing. I don't speak about relationship because it's such a picky subject. And trying to get it right is very hard. And especially for my people. I don't know statistics, but you do the facts. Like blacks are probably the least married. Most, the least married, the ones that are not together, not holding each other back. But it seems like other races got that together. But blacks are facing big shit beyond your belief. And I'm not going to go into it. That hinders us in so many ways. But I don't want to go there. Today, only relationships. So I'm trying to say, for the future of me, I'm trying to be more honest. If I don't like her and I just say, well, damn, I think you fine. Maybe something can happen to this. But to be honest, I think you fine. And I would love to see you in bed and see how good you are in bed. Maybe we can date and fuck and be friends. You'd be shocked. Some women say, okay, yeah, sometimes shit involved and sometimes it don't. But that way everybody's clear and nobody's feelings is not hurt. But it's just on some grown man shit and on some grown woman shit. So don't fucking go out saying, hey, I want this, I want to love somebody. But yes, you want that shit, but don't tell him that. If you see somebody that you're not so feeling, don't feed him the shit to get the dick, or don't feed her the shit to get the pussy. Because usually that shit end up bad. And trust me, and anybody know, I done been to college, I'm a window bust cars. I am not lying no more for your pussy. Like, for real. If you like when we digging, we can date. If I'm not feeling you, I'm going to tell you. And I expect the same, so we can be on the clear path. You know what I mean? And be 100, like off the go. I don't know why I thought about it. I very seldom talk about relationships because it just causes so many controversies. And in the city of Houston, I have very seldom found good quality women because I think the city is too big and nobody can pay attention to what you do. But vice versa, I go my ass to Jasper. A majority of the women there are good women because I think everybody knows what you're doing. Or I don't know, maybe they was raised better. You know what I mean? So it was just something. I don't know if I even made a point of this. I just was thinking about this today, and I was gonna post it later. I was like, let me just do it. I just got through working out. Let me post this shit. I'm gonna go take a job. I guess while the shade is out. If not later, I just, sometimes I just like to talk some shit. And let me tell you how I feel. That's what I did. Hopefully you can listen to it. If you're in a relationship, if you got a monogamous relationship and you really feeling your mate, y'all both should be able to answer each other's phone. It's not about trust. I understand you like, you got to trust me. No, if you really have a good mate tonight, when he or she gets home, say, hey, can I look through your phone? It's not that. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. If that motherfucker hesitates or try to figure out an excuse or get upset, well, you can't look at that phone, you better believe John Wayne or Mary J. Blige calling either vice versa. Very few people faithful, man, and loyal to their mate. And how I usually engage myself or meet a woman is this. If I get there to an event, this is why I like getting to an event by myself. If I'm looking, I look. I can tell, women, if they're very attractive, they get hit on all the time. You got to be able to look and see how she carries herself, how she moves through a lot of people. And when you start dating somebody, if you ain't met them in that environment, take them around your family and friends and let the girl have a drink. See how she responds to your friend. If she's too flirty, you should go out of control. Then this tells you what kind of person you got. Just stand back sometimes. Don't listen to what somebody tell you, like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm looking for that, I want faith, I'm loyalty, I'm a married woman, I'm a great quality. Watch that motherfucker and how they react around your family, friends, out and about, everything. And that's who the true person is. And it's good if their words match who they say they are. But it could not be. They might think they something, but in reality, motherfucker is strung out trick or same for a nigga, strung out whore. Either way. Just some game now spitting. Thank you for your time, for listening to me. Thank you.